live from New York City and serving New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. This is News Bulletin 28 for Friday, June 12th, 2026.
A night out in this popular park turned deadly. Police say a large fight involving dozens of people escalated to a violent, chaotic scene. When it was all said and done, a young man was stabbed to death. It happened here inside Little Bay Park.
It's scary. It's my neighborhood.
MTA police found the young man bleeding from a stab wound to his back. Despite efforts to save him, he was rushed to a hospital where he died. Adding to this tragedy, sources tell Pix 11 News he had no identification on him, leaving detectives with not only the task of finding his killer, but finding his family or anyone who knew him. As families soak up the sun and enjoy the waterfront, concern is brewing after a deadly stabbing changed the scene of this peaceful park.
That's the world we live in now, unfortunately.
This is an epidemic, unfortunately. This is terrible.
Police are now looking for anyone in the park at the time, and they need your help finding the person responsible. If you have any information on this, call Crime Stoppers. The number's right there. It's 800-577-TIPS.
Speaking of FIFA, there were 2 games yesterday, so let's break down the scores. Mexico won their first match against South Africa 2-0, and then last night, South Korea beat Czech Republic in Guadalajara. The final score was 2-1. And up next, the United States men's soccer team has their first FIFA World Cup game tonight at 9 o'clock our time, and that'll be against Paraguay. We caught up exclusively with several local players before they even knew they'd be making this final roster, getting to know the people behind the jerseys, beyond the pitch, and beyond the pressure. Let's meet the local center back representing our country. From Bear, Delaware to the biggest stage in world soccer, Mark McKenzie's journey has been anything but overnight.
To see pictures of myself as a little kid, you know, with a little YMCA jersey that's reversible, to kind of see how far I've come, I can only thank God for seeing me through the ups and the downs and twists and turns that have come along the way in the journey.
When I asked McKenzie to walk me through his soccer journey, he went straight back to where it started.
My earliest memories are probably when I was like 3. My dad was my first coach, official coach at the local YMCA. Worked my way up through the YMCA, ended up aging out. My dad stepped down as the coach and moved up to another age group. And from that point, started traveling a bit more on the East Coast. We were going to Jersey and Pennsylvania, D.C. and Maryland area. And then by the time I hit 10, the Union kind of came into the picture. A couple years later, I ended up officially joining the Union's Academy. Climbed up through the ranks of the Union Academy from 13 all the way up to the 18s. Left the academy and went to Wake Forest in 2017.
Okay.
And then December 2017, I ended up withdrawing from Wake Forest and coming back to Philly. Signed my first team contract in January 2018.
Now he's preparing for the pressure that comes with representing the U.S. on the world stage. But away from the game, the Delaware native keeps things pretty grounded, balancing fatherhood, photography, and a surprisingly deep knowledge of random facts.
We just had our first baby, so...
First-time dad?
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
dad.
how does that feel?
Yeah, it's an incredible feeling. You know, it puts everything in perspective. Like there's something bigger than me or this game.
Yeah.
Playing for him now. I've gotten into film and photography as of late.
So say you guys had like a team building and you're gonna do a talent show. What's your talent gonna be?
Talent-wise, I would say just naming, knowing random facts about stuff. You would
just stand up there and spit facts.
If you want to put it that way, you know what I mean?
That's what you said.
I'm just saying, I think random fact. I'm a geography guy, so, I feel like I'm good with that kind of stuff. Could do my multiplication tables, you give me any multiplication fact up to 12, Okay. I could probably give you an answer like that.
6 times 6.
36.
Okay, so he definitely wasn't lying. But when the conversation turns to representing Team USA, the Delaware native gets a little more reflective, talking about the reality of becoming the player he once watched growing up.
You, as a kid, see the national team on television. You see some of the best players in the world playing at the highest level at the World Cup, the Euros, at their regional tournaments. And, you have little moments of, maybe I can do that one day. I want to do that one day.
And now?
Like, this is real now. Like, this is real.
We're following a tragic case in Lower Nazareth Township after a 15-month-old girl was found dead in a car. Officials say the child was left in the car for hours as temperatures climbed into the 90s. The investigation is ongoing as authorities work to determine what happened. About 50 people are displaced after a late-night apartment fire in Berks County. Crews responded to Oak Forest Apartments in Muhlenberg Township. The cause is still under investigation. The Wind Gap Bluegrass Festival is underway in Northampton County. Thousands are expected through Sunday, with more than 24 acts taking the stage in the shadows of the Poconos in the Slate Belt. Today is hazy, hot, and humid with a strong thunderstorm this afternoon. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and warm. For more local news, watch 69 News or get updates at WFMZ.com. I'm Hasio Cordoba.